So it's really early in the morning. I'm usually not up this early. This morning I have to go to a urologist appointment for a specialist. I've been waiting for this appointment for a long time. It's no secret that I have a lot of health problems and that I have to deal with. But this morning I'm feeling very defeated and crushed and heartbroken. Releasing the video I released last night was very overwhelming. After I made it and posted it, I just basically spent the whole night crying until I fell asleep. I don't know. I'm hoping for a miracle to save the shelter. And my head is full of tons of thoughts. Thoughts like maybe the video I posted asking for help for the shelter and letting everyone know how bad the situation really is with the shelter. Maybe that video will go viral, but it's unlikely. It's just a thought in my head. And I'm also thinking, where did I go wrong? What did I do wrong? And if everything I've done and everything I've sacrificed to build and maintain the shelter, where did I go wrong? Why couldn't the religious community rally around our shelter and support it? Why did they just abandon us? Why didn't they help after 3.5 years? And the definitive moment that can come to mind is shortly after we got started, 9 different groups or entities tried to buy us out and tried to get us to do the shelter their way. And one of them even told us that if we gave them the land that is our home, they would have funded us for $1 million a year, but we would have had to give up our home to do so. And I felt like that was selling out, and I didn't do it. Another definitive moment that came that I'm remembering now was when the Wesley nurse came. She was excited about helping. She wanted to help, and she is effectively the gatekeeper to the religious community for Bastrop County. She's connected to everything and all these different organizations. And after just a month of coming once a week to help at the shelter, she asked to be on the board of the nonprofit. And we told her no, because we were under the mindset that if someone was going to be invited to be on the board, they needed to be spending time there. They needed to earn that right, not just show up 4 times and feel like they should be on the board, period. Later, I learned that she stopped coming to the shelter and wanted nothing to do with helping us because we didn't let her be on the board. And at the time, I felt then our decision was the right decision to make because of the fact that she really wasn't interested in helping for the sake of helping. She was more interested in what position she could get out of it. And the rest of us on the board were doing this because it was the right thing to do, not for political gain or financial power or whatever it was that she was seeking. But I think that's why the religious community also didn't want to help us, is because we turned her away from being on the board. We didn't say she couldn't help the shelter and couldn't volunteer. We just said that she couldn't be on the shelter's board because she hadn't earned it. And we were skeptical, and for good reason, because we had, before she came, 9 entities tried to buy us out and try to get us to sell out, to do the shelter the way shelters have always been done. But the way it's always been done doesn't work. If it did, we wouldn't have homelessness in America. I don't know, my head's just full of thoughts right now, and I'm very overwhelmed. And I feel like it's all crashing in and all falling apart. And we've sacrificed so much to try to do the right thing and help the homeless. I just don't have answers right now. And I'm just heartbroken.